Dex here. Let's go ahead and continue the Nailman killings. We got to investigate the past, and then I think we start the labyrinth. Because pretty sure the priest did it. I'm gonna keep accusing all the old men. Okay, so we're using Yuma's forte. So let's go look at things. Table. There's a roulette table. It probably hasn't been used since the incident, and it's covered in dust. There's no clues on top of it. There's nothing underneath either. We should check someplace else. Right, let's do that. Wait, hold on. Oh, actually, let me check something else real quick. Check around the entrance. Entrance door.
What does that mean?
When the body was discovered, this door was locked from the inside. There's no other way in or out of the room. In other words, it's a locked room mystery. Locked room mystery. Things are heating up. Okay, so if I hit ZR, I hold her hand. Neat! The chair is knocked over. Could this be evidence of a struggle between the victim and the culprit? I don't know about that. The culprit could have knocked it over on purpose to throw off the investigation. There's not much we can get from it other than the fact it's knocked over. Let's check someplace else. Okay. And then if I click it regularly, they're lined up neatly. Did someone rearrange the chairs after the incident?
Well.
Either the peacekeepers did so, or the staff here did. Either way, don't worry about it, Yuma. Okay, true. I'll check something else. Okay. Okay, hold on. That means I gotta get back to that roulette table. That means I didn't examine everything there then. So if I do this, hold your hand. Dolls. Was this moved during the incident? As far as I can tell, it doesn't seem to be the case.
Yeah.
Oops. Oh, wait, did we not care about the dolls? Oh no, here we go. There's a doll nailed to the roulette table, too.
I see.
There's also a doll nailed here, right in the middle of the roulette wheel. The doll itself seems to be the same as the others. There doesn't seem to be anything noteworthy. That is, in and of itself, sufficient knowledge. Let's check someplace else. Okay, really? I don't care about anything underneath here? Okay. Cool. I have a superpower! I'm so happy! Okay, counter. There's a glass on the counter. It's a thin layer of dust, so it should have been here since the incident. A key was in the glass at the time the body was discovered. Let's use your post-cognition. Got it! Superpowers! Alright, so check out that key.
Oh, there's a key in the glass. Is it the key to the room?
Seems like it. By the way, being an illegal casino, the security was extremely tight. There's only one master key. It's also a special key that can't be duplicated.
If it was thrown in from outside the vent, it wouldn't be inside the glass.
So this is definitely another locked room mystery! Hooray! I'm so glad I met you!
Slot machine?
Yeah.
The slot machine is spotless. Looks like it was taken well care of. There's nothing here of interest. Yeah, seems that way. Alright. Anything else? Up? Down? Oh, okay.
That's...
It's covered in dust.
Well,
Alright, yep, she's like, look at the body. Why haven't you looked at the body yet? And I'm just like, I don't know, I feel like bodies are like the last things you look at. Alright, and the vent? There's a vent here. There's a vent here. The four corners of the cover are screwed down, so I don't think it's going to open. I doubt the cover can be opened when it's like this.
But
It's too early to conclude there's no useful information. Compare that to what's seen with your power, Yuma. Yeah. I'm doing it. I'm gonna hold your hand. Yeesh. Wait, is that also a rope thrown around his neck?
Body.
Okay.
The murder scene through Halara's eyes is completely silent. There are dolls nailed to the walls and floor, and a corpse pinned down with nails in a similar fashion. This all feels like a dream. It doesn't seem real. There are abnormal decorations all around the crime scene. And it's
So quiet. Yeah, this is a little creepy, dude.
I knew it.
Sure enough, the secret club has dolls nailed to the wall too.
yeah,
That must be the Nailman's calling card. They're nailed to the wall at seemingly random, facing all directions. I don't really see a pattern. There's nothing that can be connected to the culprit. Let's try checking someplace else. I guess we'll check the corpse.
It's a man's corpse. He's probably around 60 years old. His body is pinned against the wall with countless nails. There isn't much bleeding, so the nails must have been hammered in after he died.
Is it all in the same spot too as the girl? 'Cause I feel like it, right? Knees, thigh, arms, chest. Huh. And then one in the stomach?
You're starting to get the hang of this. Not too shabby.
Oh, there are marks on him. Signs that he was strangled. The vertical scratch marks were probably made when he resisted.
the most basic of basic observations. Well, at least you noticed.
Thanks.
Thanks to everything I taught you at the clock tower. I'm such an awesome mentor.
This situation is identical to the murder at the clock tower.
I love what looks like it's like a bring your child to school day. It's like, oh, bring your kid to, a murder scene in the past. Your magic powers.
The culprit first strangled the victim to death, and then decorated the room afterward.
But why?
Alright, and vent. Vent.
Hey, this vent. The cover is in place, but it hasn't been screwed on. Which means it could be easily removed, right?
What are you doing?
It's in the
You
past.
can't touch what you see in post-cognition, even if you happen to be 3 meters tall.
Oh, I see. But I think this will be an important clue. The vent is about 40 by 30 centimeters. A thin adult could probably pass through.
Okay, that was everything, right?
By the way, Yuma, did you notice the nail below the vent?
The one that's bent a little bit?
Below the vent? Huh, some of the nails are bent downward. Maybe they were hammered in a hurry.
No, I think pressure was put on it to climb.
Perhaps there's another reason.
Another reason?
Alright. Laura, did I finish?
I have to say, post-cognition is amazing. You can see the exact crime scene the moment the body was first discovered. Were you born with this power?
My forte is no ordinary superpower. It is a highly refined technique heightened through training.
So you weren't able to use it in the beginning?
I could, But initially, it was just ordinary psychometry. Since I was young, I would often get sudden glimpses of the past, as if I was experiencing a flashback. After a while, touching people or objects resulted in visions flowing through my mind.
So, her tutorial traum's been really easy. She just look in the back and be like, okay, I see everything, and...
I only learned
there's no
it was a
witnesses.
form of psychometry after growing older.
She's just smart.
In the WDO, simply having psychometry as a trainee grants you preferential treatment. But I was not satisfied. I believed I could use this ability more effectively as a detective. And through painstaking effort and training, I gained this ability in 3 days.
3
Dang.
days?
As I told you earlier, this ability can only see when a corpse is first discovered. It can't be used from the culprit or victim's viewpoint. It is only when a third party first witnesses a crime scene. There are conditions for my post-cognition to activate. First, I must be standing at the crime scene. This condition is absolutely required. I must also know the victim's name and face. That's why prior research is crucial.
Got it.
Lastly, post-cognition is only effective in a 10-meter radius around the body. At this time, I can only see the crime scene and the victim. I can't see any living things that were at the scene.
Okay. Cool.
So if someone was hiding in the room, you wouldn't be able to see them?
No. My ability isn't so good at detecting people.
Still, this is incredibly
What if
effective in investigating
Yuma,
murder
why don't you develop your
cases.
talent to, like, amplify people's talents as you hold their hand?
Feel free to summon me whenever you need my help. Of course, I don't work for cheap.
You're not gonna change your mind on that, I guess.
Okay, so I'm still missing something then. What am I missing? Oh, on this door somewhere? Oh, did I just look at the door this way?
Lock is broken.
Okay.
Maybe someone broke it and forced their way in, like at the clock tower. But from the looks of it, there's no sign of the lock or door being tampered with.
Alright, well that should be everything now, right?
I think that's about it.
Okay, yeah, cool. I just didn't check the door. Finished!
That should do it. There isn't much else to investigate. I've never experienced this before, but it's surprisingly convenient to be able to share my post-cognition. It's exhausting to explain what I see to a client.
Really?
People do not believe what they cannot see. I have often been called a liar.
I suppose
I wanna
photos
hug
aren't
you.
always convenient.
We still have locked room mysteries to examine. The second incident was at the mansion near Ginma District. I have an idea of where to go. Let's hurry there.
Okay, and back. I had to run a little errand for the girl who was standing here. No. This way. No, not this way. This way. Turned me all around. Yeah, they're like, go deliver a letter. And they're like, okay, we're done. And it's like, okay. That was easy, I suppose.
Hey,
I'm almost have another level up. Pretty nice, if you ask me.
There's a large mansion beyond the gate over there. I wonder if that's the second crime scene.
That's probably it. Let's go inside.
Karate chop the gate! Karate chop the gate!
It's closed, as expected.
Nice.
Are you sure?
Wait! It
Okay,
looks
let's
like
look in
a
here.
haunted mansion.
I hope there aren't any ghosts around. I have a feeling they'll appear this time.
Is Shinigami afraid of ghosts because they're mad that she kind of mocks them dying?
I've been meaning to ask, but aren't you kind of a ghost yourself?
The incident occurred about 3 months ago. The victim was Ali Hohen, the owner of this mansion. He had no family and lived alone. The mansion is now empty and dilapidated. The crime scene is in the study near the back. Let's go.
Kick it! Kick it!
The Nailman killings had another common factor, besides the locked room.
And the dolls?
The first person to find the body was always the same person.
Yeah, we know that. He told us.
That worshiper from church? Do you suspect him too?
What he said did make sense. He's been obsessed with the Nailman and had access to the names of potential victims. It's not too surprising for him to be the first on the scene each time.
I guess I shouldn't assume things going into this.
That's right. It's down this hallway. The crime scene is in the room on the right side. There's little time. Let's head straight there.
And by
You're
let's head
partners
straight
now
there.
Just 'cause you held hands with my master.
Aw, you
Master
jealous.
and I are connected on a much deeper level.
Don't make it sound so suggestive.
It's like, hurry up, go to this room. Nah.
Say,
Alright, level 13.
well,
Can I go upstairs? Ooh, I can. No, I can't. Never mind. And the door's broken.
No.
by the way,
Oh, right.
feels like a jump scare's coming up.
It is. I was like, is it? Oh. Okay, never mind. That's just you should have got me. I was like, oh, there it is, right here, and it was just you, being a big old dork.
So this is the study where the crime took place.
Oh, it's open. I wonder if the lock was broken at the time of discovery here too. There's nothing left here either. It's all cleaned up.
Are those fish dying? This was a couple months ago, right? 2 months ago? So, no one's been here to feed the fishies.
I don't want to do it, but I suppose I can share my post-cognition again here.
Are you sure?
Don't make a big
We must
deal
set
out
them
of it.
free.
Just make it quick.
Yeah, check the fish tank.
That's true.
There are fish in the tank. It doesn't seem like they've been cared for since the owner was killed. They're looking pretty bad. No! Inside the tank, some kind of secret passage?
Yeah.
Would be interesting. Doesn't appear to be related to the case.
That's right.
There's a projector installed in the center of the bookcase. I'd like to take a look, but I can't reach it.
That's right.
Laura, help me? Very
well.
Sure, give me a moment. The projector is pretty dusty. Doesn't seem to have been used since the incident. Well, it's right next to the book on the left side, so it's probably got nothing to do with the case? Yeah, I doubt that. Oh, lamp?
Yeah.
It's a lamp. It's on. Ooh, and a switch? You gonna flip it? Nice. Ooh. Okay, so now hold hand.
The crime scene of the murder is vividly brought to life before us. It all happens in silence, as though awakening from an eternal slumber.
Shins, thighs, arms, 3 and... Well, okay, so it's not exactly the same because I remember it was like heart, chest, and stomach last time, and this one's rib cage, so...
But the corpse will never wake up again.
But it does still have the rope burner on the neck.
Even if the corpse did awaken, the nails pinning him down would prevent him from rising. The door is the only entrance and exit to the room. There are no windows and the vent is small. I don't see any escape routes from the locked room. Maybe the doll nailed to the wall holds the answer to this bizarre mystery.
Wait, there was no fish back then? Okay. There's a huge tank here, but there aren't any fish inside. Oh, right, because you can't see living things. I remember. I immediately forgot as soon as you told me. Projector's installed there. It wasn't on when the corpse was found. Well, did you find anything, Shinigami? Nope. Everything is extremely usual and unrelated to the case. Alright, lamp?
Oh!
The lamp is pointed at the table. It probably wasn't turned on at the time. Okay, are we not concerned about these books looking a little sus? Alright, and the switch. Alright, there's a switch and a projector on the desk. It was off when the corpse was found. Alright, so that's everything here. Okay, hold on. We gotta go look at that bookcase.
Sit down right here.
Yeah? Oh, in the chair. Like, there's something here. There's gotta be something there. It looked really funny.
There is a vent, but it's too small for a person to fit through. And it's also screwed shut from the inside. It seems impossible to remove.
What's this now? Master, I discovered something. There are marks in the gap between the vents, like something scraped against it.
Really?
But given your height, you couldn't see it even if you stood on a chair.
Wow,
Laura,
rude.
can you use that chair to peek into the vent?
I will do so for 10,000 Yen.
You're charging me for it?
I jest.
Oh, okay, I'm like, wow. So rude.
The marks in the vent seem to be left by strings rubbing against it. Did someone hitch a string to it or something? It shouldn't even be visible from your perspective. I'm surprised you noticed.
Oh, it was just a hunch.
See? I told you I'm useful. I do way more than just float around. You should give me 10,000 Yen as a reward.
No.
I'm getting a headache.
I'm kind of really excited. I'm kind of really excited for the labyrinth. The door to the study, we left it open just in case. It's always good to be wary of sudden attacks. Never let your guard down. Yeah, got it. Alright, and nothing else in regular time. Hand holding. Oh, okay, so the vent is cleared either way. Huh.
The door here can only be locked with a key. However, there is only the master key. No spares exist. The scenario resembles the locked room mystery in the casino. We can disregard the possibility of a duplicate key. The master key was found in this room at the time of discovery.
This is also similar to the locked room mystery in the secret club.
But there is one difference. The key was found underneath the corpse.
Under the corpse? But we can't move the corpse in the past, so we can't confirm if that's true.
Post-cognition isn't all-powerful, but it's a fact that the key was found under the corpse. I have a crime scene photo, taken back then, in my jacket pocket. No detail has slipped past my efforts.
Right.
I would say like, should have got. Oh my goodness.
Huh? What's this?
Lara, you like kitty cats?
Wait, not that one. I meant the other photo. This one's unrelated to the case.
Oh no, it's super important. Shinigami, you memorized that photo.
Oh, this is it. You're right. The key's near the middle of his back. But can this photo be trusted?
She's like Fecco, she's
Could it
like
be something that
woofy
peacekeepers
things. She wants
fabricated?
woofy things.
The peacekeepers acknowledged the incident occurred in a locked room. Besides, there's no need for fabrication. After all, it would be more convenient for them to have fewer mysteries to deal with.
That's true. Sorry for being doubtful.
No, that's expected of a detective. You're starting to figure out how to do your job.
Now give me a head pat.
Was that a compliment?
Is that really all it takes to please you?
A compliment? Yes,
I drew a
Shinigami.
sketch of the
Yes.
room state on the back of that photo. Remember it well.
Yeah, okay, but why a sketch? How can it help solve the mystery? Also, what was with that cat photo anyway? That's surprisingly cute.
Okay. This bookshelf. All these books are lined up so neatly. They're covered in dust. Nobody's touched them for a long time. Meaning, they won't help us with the case, huh? Are we sure about that? Hold your hand just in case. Yeah, even the paths are all lined up.
I see.
Never mind. Alright, let's check out this doll here. She's a little
There's only
spooky.
one doll nailed to the wall. Comparatively, there was a nearly obnoxious number of dolls nailed to the walls in the other crime scenes. Maybe there was no room to nail them to the walls because of all the bookshelves in the way? Wait, this doll has both eyes gouged out. Did the culprit do this on purpose? This keeps getting more and more disturbing.
But it's kinda creepy cute. I want to put one next to the top of a staircase so people can run into it at night.
Of course you do.
Why would you want to do that?
You know, this doll seems made of cheaper materials compared to the other ones.
Hey, you're right. Like it's made of resin instead of porcelain.
Huh, okay. Oh, did it need to be sturdy?
The texture
Porcelain
looks
is,
cheap, but also more
Very
durable.
Yeah, I was like, porcelain is very breakable.
Too bad it doesn't have eyeballs.
The eye holes are connected to each other in the head cavity. It's like that darkness is staring into me. Huh? There's a mark on the edge of the eye holes near the nose. How did this mark get here?
Is there... Huh. Yep, like a thin string rubbed against the inner corners of the eyes. I was like, yep, and there's the two holes. I'm guessing where the eyes were.
Oh!
Landscape paintings in extravagant frames are on display. These all look really expensive.
However,
They're counterfeits. Not a single one is genuine. Doesn't look like there's anything relevant to the case here. What do you mean? I can steal these, sell them as if they're the real things, and pay you off. It's an organized bookshelf. Looks like all the novels belong to the same series, the Goyen saga.
yeah.
I believe the series has more than 150 volumes. Unfortunately, the author has passed away. Could you imagine reading a book, and you're like on volume 150, you're like, oh man, I just can't wait for this to end. And then the author dies, and they're like, oh, there was no plan or anything written out. Like, you'll never know how this, all this time you put into 150 volumes of a book, how it ends. Oh, that's terrible. Sorry, I'm just like, that just felt really personal to me. I'm just like, it's a shame this story never saw an ending. 2 extraordinarily thick books are stacked on the desk. The books are in great condition, aside from the dust. They're completely untouched.
Beats me.
He probably wanted to seem knowledgeable. Well, they haven't moved for a while. I guess they're not related. Or are they? Yeah, look at that. Look at that, them being moved. It doesn't look like the books were stacked when the body was found.
Well,
The peacekeepers must have stacked them. Good grief, what a bunch of amateurs. Oh, really? Okay, never mind. And the books have been moved. Useless. The painting been moved.
What does that mean?
It's tilted.
it appears.
Oh, okay. I feel like we're gonna come back here and look at this place again. She's kind of saying like, oh, the peacekeepers for a lot of things. Several dolls have been nailed to the floor. After the clock tower and the secret club, this makes 3. It doesn't make it any less creepy though.
Beats me.
Now's not the time to show fear, investigate, and find clues. Yeah, sure.
I see.
Nothing
It
unusual.
appears.
Okay. Let go of your hand. I was like, is there anything else? Anything else I need to investigate? Alright, corpse time. Hey!
That's true.
This is where the witness first found the body. The bloodstains are still here. Considering the amount of blood, the victim was probably killed here, right?
It appears.
It seems very likely. And let's take a look.
The cause of death here appears to be strangulation as well. And like the others, there are rope marks around the neck and traces of a struggle. Oh, but on a closer look, there's a mark left by a thin string on the back of his neck.
Huh, okay.
It couldn't have been the rope that was used to strangle him.
Yeah, that's
The
different.
thickness is completely different.
There are 2 different types of string marks on the body. Was he strangled twice? But even then, it'd be odd to only have marks behind his neck. And why do the strings have different thicknesses?
Anyway, it's an important piece of evidence.
The victim is a well-built man, approximately 30 years old. The corpse here is also covered in nails. His appendages and chest are all nailed to the floor.
The owner of this mansion made his fortune in real estate from an early age. But along with aggressive land sharking and other illicit transactions, he made shady deals with Amaterasu Corp. There are several reasons he'd be hated. A doll with his name on it was bound to be nailed in the church forest.
Okay.
I wonder how the person who cursed him feels, now that he's actually dead.
Well, they probably owe debt, so they're probably like a smidge relieved.
Perhaps they feel no responsibility. They just hopped on the urban legend bandwagon.
Is that really the case? Wait, this is odd.
Did you find something?
Look closely. The length of the nails driven into the corpse are all slightly different.
Yeah, I see that.
The length isn't the problem here. It's how hard they were hammered in.
What do you mean?
The nails driven into the lower torso went through the body and into the floor. But the nails in the upper torso did not penetrate all the way through the body.
Huh.
But why would the culprit not hammer the nails in as hard on the upper body?
So I'm thinking he used the body as an escape somehow.
That's not the only unnatural thing. Take a look at the blood. The nail wounds on the lower torso appear to be bleeding sideways. But the upper torso wounds are bleeding vertically down toward his waist.
The blood flows differently between the upper and
Oh,
lower
yeah.
body?
Maybe the upper and lower torsos are different people, and they were smushed together after death.
Good theory, Shinigami. I'm gonna doubt it.
That's disturbing.
Looks like there's nothing left to check.
Now we've gathered enough evidence. Though it appears complicated at first glance, the answer is simple.
Huh? Halara, did you already solve the locked room mystery?
What? You haven't?
There's no way to solve it with what we have. How was the room locked?
It's unfit for one detective to ask another that question. For the sake of your own pride, you must figure it out. Unless you'd like to hire me to do it for you. It won't come cheap.
I'll figure it out myself.
It's really all about the money with Halara.
The longer I'm with Halara, the deeper into debt I'll get. It's starting to scare me.
Now, let us be swift. Next up is our last crime scene.
Wait!
It was like, Halara, this is like the only room I was just like super confused on. How'd you get it so fast?
Huh?
That was a baby crying. We heard that, yeah? Hold on. No, let's not interrupt the ghost baby anymore.
The next one is the art gallery in Ginma district. We're running low on time, so we must hurry.
Right. This
Art
is
gallery.
the art gallery.
Karate chop
closed
the
due to
sign,
special
Halara.
circumstances.
Do it, do it, do
The
it.
murder occurred only about a month ago. But I'm certain the crime scene has been cleaned up like the others. Not that it matters to me.
But wait! It's not a good idea to break into the art gallery!
Did you say something?
Nope, nothing at all.
That's our Halara.
The crime scene is deep inside the art gallery. It's one of many storage rooms. Come, I won't allow time to be wasted.
Wait, please! Was the first on the scene the person from the church again?
As expected, it's the same worshiper. He said he was trailing the victim after finding a doll with the same name. He saw the victim enter the building late at night. He then searched the premises with the art gallery staff. When they opened this storage room, they discovered the victim's corpse. The door was locked at the time of discovery, and the key was found inside.
Ooh, another locked room mystery. That's more total. But I'm starting to get bored. It's not so special anymore.
I was saying, yeah, it's like when
Special.
everything's a
People
locked
have
room
died.
history, it's like, oh,
Let's start investigating.
expected.
Yes.
Alright, door.
There are two keys that open this door. Only one of them was inside the room at the time of discovery. The other one was owned by a member of the art gallery staff. That staff member always carried the extra key and used it to enter this room when the corpse was discovered.
Where was the key found inside usually kept?
It's supposed to be kept in the administrative office, but it's unknown if it was always there. Maybe it was lost and the culprit found it. Or perhaps the culprit secretly stole it. Either way, the culprit managed to obtain the key somehow.
One key was in the storage room. The other key was always carried by a staff member.
Got it.
If the culprit is that staff member, then this wouldn't be a locked room mystery, right?
Why go through the trouble of making it look like a locked room murder if you'd immediately become the first suspect?
I guess you wouldn't.
Countered!
Okay, we got some paint over here.
Oh!
Spilled paint has stained the floor. If we can find when the spill occurred, we'll know if it's related. Okay. Let's do it. Oh my god, like, I want to investigate with Vivia so much now.
Post-cognition reveals the crime scene in slightly faded colors. The room looked vaguely hazy in my eyes, even with the rows of vivid paintings within the art gallery. The smell of paint oil that permeated the room wasn't that of the past, but the present. If even the smells from the past could be recreated, the stench of the corpse would be much more overwhelming. I've been wondering, did the culprit knock this paint can over? If so, it could have been used for some sort of trick.
It's unwise to make up your mind before conducting a proper investigation. It may have been like this before the murder. Or it could have tipped over when the discovery was first made.
Okay, but what about... No, I don't see any clues.
You got carried away in the hopes...
Be quiet.
Okay, never mind. Nothing here. Wait, is that a stolen, like, Van Gogh painting? I can't do it.
Check!
I'm checking! The cardboards are stacked up. Judging from the labels, the boxes were brought in after the incident.
It appears.
It looks like there's artwork inside. They must be storing the items no longer on exhibit. Well, I don't think these are related to the investigation. And I ranked up again. Nice, nice.
This is...
It's a portrait painting with nails driven into it. This picture really conveys its time period. Maybe the person depicted is an important figure from years ago.
What?
Huh? There's nothing dignified about this guy. He looks just like a regular old geezer.
You know...
The card boxes are stacked up still.
Yeah.
Alright, so not really. I mean, we have the holes in the painting, so I'm guessing that was cut through? Or hammered into? Okay, well I don't think anyone's fitting that in through that.
The only way in or out of here besides the door is this window.
The window juts out and is used as a vent. It doesn't appear big enough for someone to move through.
Currently, it opens outward slightly, but there are no other suspicious traces on it. It seems impossible to enter or exit through here.
Okay, so... Painting of a young man?
This is...
Nails are driven into the painting of a young man.
I'm...
Oh, I know this. He's one of those edgelord protagonists everyone loves for no reason. That's not really the impression I get.
This is...
It's a large scenic painting with a doll nailed to it. I wonder how this ended up on the floor. Is there a reason?
That's
If it's related to the incident, there's probably a reason. Let's assume that much. There's a doll nailed to it. Creepy, creepy.
A large painting lies on the floor, and a doll is nailed against the canvas. One nail goes through the head, another nail is in the chest. But the nail in the chest also passed through the circular hole on the key's handle. Did the culprit leave the storage room after nailing the doll and key to the painting? If that's the case, how did they lock the room? The key was nailed to the picture, so it couldn't have been used.
Well, that's what makes it a locked room mystery. I'm sure they figured out some trick.
And I need to find out what that trick is.
Like place.
Sculpture. Let's look at that.
Oh!
A sculpture with a sheet placed over it to keep the dust off.
It appears.
Doesn't look like it's been moved for a long time. Yeah, you can tell from the dust that's gathered on the sheet, too. In other words, it's completely irrelevant. Some baskets? There's some baskets on top of the shelf, but I'm not tall enough to see inside them. I'll take a look for you, Master. This is... What is it? Well, we, accomplished nothing. So you found nothing. Oops. I didn't mean to do that. I meant to do this button. Oh, hi, ma'am.
Oh!
I see.
Oh!
Alright, so those things are unrelated, but let's see about the painting.
There's a nail stuck in a painting. The killer must have hammered a nail into the portrait instead of a doll. Why is there such a fixation on dolls? The crime scenes so far have all been abnormal. But this one's just sick and twisted.
Okay, so... Oh no, we got one more thing and then we got the corpse. Painting of someone screaming. Like the scream, but not quite.
This is...
A painting of a man screaming with his hands clutching his face. There's something unnerving about this painting. It almost feels as if it's going to swallow me whole.
That's...
Paintings don't have that kind of power. More importantly, did you find anything? No, not really. Canvas here is completely blank. I wonder why it's blank and why it's so messily placed with these wooden frames.
well...
Doesn't look like an exhibition piece. Maybe it was used for some other event. Yeah, okay, I guess. Nothing to help the case, I guess. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Nothing here.
Yeah.
Time to investigate.
Oh, are we not going to comment that the scream is up here now? No? Okay. Alright, corpse it is. And then we got to an hour again already. Jeez.
Oh!
Seems like this is where the body was at the time of the incident. There's no trace of it anymore, though.
It's me.
Looks like this area has been cleaned up. Probably by the peacekeepers of the art gallery staff. I don't think investigating here will turn up anything useful. No! She's cute! Alright. Instead of shins... Okay, these were all very, parallel. So before, you know, we had... like leg, a thigh, a stomach, 3 in the chest. No, but this one is knees, thighs, palms, inner elbows, stomach. Like, this is all very symmetrical. Sorry, ma'am.
The corpse of a young woman. She has nails all over her body, as expected.
The victim's name is Issa Moed. She used her good looks to have relations with many men. The amount of suspects who could have written her name on the doll is nearly too high to count.
The victim has those same marks that suggest being
Okay, and
strangled
yeah,
to
same to the
death.
neck too.
Huh? But there aren't any scratches that would have been left from a struggle. And
You noticed as well.
Her hands aren't nailed down,
there's
that's
a
why.
wound on the back of her head.
Oh, I
It
missed that.
looks this may be the real cause of death.
Huh, okay. Oops.
That should be enough.
Okay. That's everything here.
That should do it for the room. Next is the window. It would be best to check outside of it.
Outside the window?
Oh, on it. Yeah, that's smart.
It's fine to inspect the window, but our buddy here really insists you do everything yourself, huh? And my master does everything he's told, like a good little underling detective.
Halara is right. This is something I took on myself. I can't just rely on everyone else after putting on a tough front for that kid. That's why I have to do it.
Or maybe Halara's just taking advantage of you. It's obvious money is that one's only motivation.
Even so, I think it's the right thing to do as a professional detective.
Master, being overly nice for no reason is stupid. It's why you're so deep in debt.
I know, but...
What are you mumbling about? Did you check the window?
No, I'm talking to my ghosts.
I'll do it right away.
Outside the window, could that have anything to do with the locked room? Let's rat!
Some cardboard boxes are stacked up. Looks like they're all sealed.
Actually,
They've been left in the rain, so I bet whatever's inside them is ruined.
Here's the window.
Well, see anything strange?
No, nothing strange about it.
I see. Try entering through the window.
My big ass head ain't gonna fit through that.
What? Between the gap? That's impossible.
Just try it.
Okay. I can't. I can't even put my arm through this gap. I can stick a finger in, but that's it.
Okay, you fit like one of your tiny little hands through there.
I thought so. Good job. You can return now.
Huh? Are you sure?
Did you not?
No, not at all.
So I'm moving up behind us. Shigami, are you gonna warn us?
Hey, what are you doing here?
Huh? I'm not doing anything shady.
Good one, Yuma.
I'll call the peacekeepers.
Wait, I'm a peacekeeper.
Huh? Of Amaterasu Corporation?
Yes?
Yes, of Amaterasu.
You totally fumbled that. You're no good at lying, huh?
What did you say?
We are special investigators for Amaterasu Corporation. We are currently investigating a case. Civilians must not interfere.
Huh? Oh, right. I'm sorry.
Thank you, Halara, for being, confident and stuff.
Hey, Halara, are you sure it's okay
Yuma,
to lie
we
like
just
that?
lied! We just lied!
I've told you before that deception is necessary to finish an investigation quickly. By the way, aren't you an employee here? There's something I'd like to ask you. Can you bring over the staff member who discovered the body from that murder case a month ago?
Oh, that would be me.
Perfect. Describe the events for us.
I was like, we're not taking him to ice cream. Like, you can stand in the rain with the rest of us.
I'm scared to even remember it, but if it's part of the investigation, then I have no choice.
I'll leave the rest up to you.
Sure. Now, please tell us what happened on the day of the murder.
That day, I was doing my closing procedures when someone from the church appeared. He said he wanted me to help him find someone and that he knew the person was inside the art gallery. So we looked around the premises together, but didn't find anyone. According to him, there was a chance that the person he was looking for was being pursued by the Nail Man. I couldn't help but feel terrified when I heard that.
How did you notice something was off about the storage room?
The lights were on, even though they were usually off, so I went to take a look. The door was locked, so I opened it with the key I had. But I was afraid to go any further.
Okay, so, like, this voice actor is really good, and I like him. But that is a deep, like, soul and world-weary voice versus what physically I'm looking at here.
So I let the church person go first and open the door while I watched from behind. And then there was a corpse.
Did you touch the body?
Of course not. I was too afraid and froze at the entrance.
What about the churchgoer?
He saw what happened at the doorway and didn't go any further.
Are you positive you didn't touch anything inside after unlocking?
Yes, but the churchgoer accidentally kicked a paint can over when he opened the door. And paint spilled all over the floor.
So that paint was from back then.
Okay, I get the picture. Thank you. You may go now.
Oh, right.
That brings all the information together. It's time to resolve the case.
Wait! I still have no idea what happened.
Time does not wait for you. Our deadline is approaching. You hurry back to the detective agency.
Huh?
What about you?
Worry not. When you're in trouble, say my name. Halara Nightmare shall rush to your aid.
And gone. What are you gonna do,
What do you mean,
Master?
and gone? She's still walking over there.
We've checked everything we can. All that's left is to point out the true culprit, but...
If only it were that easy. I have no clue what to do.
Stop being so pathetic. Why don't we go back to the detective agency for now? We might get to see Fuzzhead get executed.
Wait, what?
Oh, right. We need to help him.
Finished! Just like this episode. Hey!
I need to hurry back before the chief gets executed.
And we will hurry back
Right, let's
next
hurry. I
time.
want to know how they'll execute him, too.
Probably beheading. But anyway, let's go ahead and save this. If you guys want me to make these longer, like I did an hour because I wasn't gonna do half an hour for this. If I did half an hour, I felt that would have been too short. But yeah, if you guys want an hour and a half episodes, so you wait a little bit less, let me know. I can totally up it to like an hour and a half instead or something. Alright, but I will see you guys all next time. Laters.